Hello everybody, back to Beach Family Game. Time to continue. I've been working a little bit off stream, had Professor Sharp send his second lesson. I did the Thunder Brew thing in combat already. I'm going to do the invisibility. I am going to see about fast traveling down to Sharp. Looks like nothing's really nice for that. For locations.
Or you could go to the post class.
It doesn't feel that close.
Really don't.
Just trying to save a little bit of time. We finally linked the WB account, so we got the other robe. Gotta show it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you finished your assignments?
It's more so we can have it for
the task,
each
Professor.
Well,
character in the end.
I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Well, I don't know about meticulous, but I did as I was asked.
I'd advised doing more than the bare minimum if you want to hone your skills as quickly as possible. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus.
Yeah, he is a bit of an ass, but he does have your best interest. Kind of makes it the worst, doesn't it?
Very good.
No, Defendo is not technically, it's a damage spell, but it's not a fire spell.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
But that was just a little extra. We do have flying class. That's considered bell tower wing. I haven't been to that one yet. That's close. Yeah, it kind of is closer. Try and take what shortcuts I can. I'll be honest, I am relatively broke money-wise right now. But that's because I bought up the rest of the seeds needed in the long run. They're got, don't have to worry about it.
People fall from their broom first.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started.
Hello, Kugawa.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
Should I turn the
This,
TV
I
down?
fear,
Yeah, we
some of
probably
you
should a
have
little.
forgotten. Diving,
the
rolling,
mic's
and
responding to it, we need to
loop-the-loops
turn it
will
down.
not be taught or in
That's
fact
sloppy of us.
tolerated
We're
in
usually
this
good about
class.
that.
We'll leave
We also
that to
just
professional
finished
Quidditch
dinner.
players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
And we're cleaning up a project.
Not a fan, I take it?
True.
Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer
And try and
holidays.
start a different one.
For those who need a refresher,
Grab about
step
3D
up to
printers.
your
Shit,
broom,
yeah.
say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest
Sorry.
your weight
Yeah,
on
I
the
can't
seat.
help the phone call. Could mute it, but I'd rather not.
Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up.
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom.
You're not a pain in the ass.
It's gonna be a real pain in the ass to clean anyway, so.
Up.
Sorry, looking at a render build, we had one print
One
not
leg
go as
over,
well as we
so
would
there's a
like.
leg on each side. None of that side saddle
Well,
nonsense.
any real
A gust
bites
of
out
wind
of
will
my
throw you
handle
right
this
off.
time? Just almost concussed you with a flying chunk of donut.
Yeah.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight,
That I'm trying to watch this
ground
doing some
yourself at
background.
once.
Yeah.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through
Yeah,
each
no
ring
speed
in
up
the
right now, and
courtyard.
I'm used to hitting it by
Do
habit
prepare.
from playing before.
The brooms are school property.
This'll take
I
some
want them
getting used to.
returned in one piece. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What have you?
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Good, I've got this.
And I know
The
some
old
people
boathouse.
hate the ring
Wish
flight
you could
stuff
have
because there was
experienced crossing the
games
lake
back
as a
in the
first
day
year.
that really overdid it. Let's just say I don't want to have the love-hate of some of the community come at me for naming off a couple of them.
Whoa. Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
That's about the only guaranteed instance of giant squid I know of.
We have a theory that you have to have that happen before.
The thing in the common room. Because everyone who talks about it says they saw it in the lake
Did
first.
anyone else see that?
Oh, well done. Have a moment.
Just, it was such a big animation that they did. I can't believe they got it.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
I am trying to follow him fairly
Nice
closely
to
this
get above
time.
it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the
And I am
magic
convinced they
holding it
kind of
up.
did this
I
to
mean,
let you
look
see a
at
lot
it.
of the little details they did.
And the owlery. That's a bit
Now
of solid
can you see
architecture,
the
isn't it?
freaking waterfall
For
behind you?
tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Honestly, I don't think I've taken this character up to the hour yet either.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back.
I'm gonna do a little more advanced tactic because you get down low enough, you can just keep the sustained speed going.
Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
Oh, did I go past them too far?
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
I love the fact she's reprimanding
Sorry
you and
about
then
that
she
business
compliments
with
you.
Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Okay, that actually completed one of the challenge logs for the main quest line. I won't lie, I might do the legendary set for some fight sequence later. Once I have it all unlocked.
Yep.
Just gotta wait a moment for other stuff to trigger. Make sure I hit that fast travel. I'm not 100% sure I did.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare?
Okay,
If you're
Sebastian
keen for
wants
some
to talk. All right.
illicit spell practice.
Oh, we got a lot going on, actually. Shadow of the Undercroft. Yep. Sadly, I half want to do the other, but I want to try to get a little more here to make it easier. I do have ulterior motives. I want to make sure I have the money to fly for that trip for the potioneer.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
I'm suspecting
find
he's
what
been
you were
using like
looking for?
Obliviate
I
on
did,
professors
but something
too.
was missing.
Because you don't really get out of detention.
Here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt,
Revelio.
he named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved
Who's
that
in House of
infernal
them?
game.
Start? Okay.
I wouldn't give to lose to her.
Well, they're
I
unidentified.
should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us.
And a pinstrip.
He never
Oh,
confided
that's
in
a
anyone, but he's trusted me since the day we
Sorry, I'm
met.
not big on the
I wouldn't want
pinstrip,
to
so.
jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Because I didn't step into one area yet.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned.
You know what I hate?
To be fair,
is they're
I'm
talking about
admittedly
Confringo,
partial
but
to
in
more
the
fiery
Cross One,
forms of
people are
magic.
casting it
But you should learn it.
being banned.
I can teach it
So-
to you safely here.
One of the little details. Well, it's obvious a lot
It
of
may
more
take a
students
while
than
to
just
get
that
the feel
know.
for it. Mimic
Yeah,
my
I'm
wand
just not.
movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to act? Try it out. Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras.
Confringo!
Both have them. Nice work. How's it feel? That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous, and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
I'm sorry to say it. Part of what I'm
When I
trying
head
to
to
be the
Feldcroft,
ass
I'll
of
send
this
you
run,
out.
so secretive, everything. I promise the next character will be a lot nicer. One of the others are just going to be more neutral, where I just feel right in
Hello,
the scenario.
Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
It's a debate because I've seen both paths and
That
it's
room's called
not
the
pretty either way.
Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
What I hate is even though you try to keep it clean for him, for Sebastian, I have want to see if you can follow him in. You can't go in right now.
Which makes you wonder how badly Sebastian getting ripped into.
Oh, it's bad if it's not letting you in. You son of a bitch.
This was our space.
This is where it's a wash because I know this is one of the fun tracks, so.
It just means I'll be taking over the controls for a couple of minutes.
That's almost its own video as we unlock more.
Yeah, but the initial...
Yeah. Locals. She's going all grabby now.
I'm being a smartass, okay?
I know. Not that I don't agree. This space is kind
Oh my
of...
god, is that a gargoyle above the door?
Hmm?
Go back through and look behind you up.
Revelio.
What the...
Is that the sort of thing that talks to you in the Great Hall entry?
Maybe.
Because I've never actually seen the gargoyle that's talking. Sorry, every time you go through, you see something different.
And that's what I love about it.
Like
Well,
during the opening menu, first time I saw the
Professor
Hogshead was
Weasley?
the video where I
busted
commented on
out.
it.
Yeah.
I just love that
Away
there's
from
a
prying
bust
eyes.
of Phineas Nigellus right there.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Phineas.
It's obviously him. It's a bust, not a portrait. So.
Yeah, he's a bust, all right.
Forgive me. The
Bad
headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done.
Professor.
Shall we?
After you, Professor.
See?
It's like you are in different robes every time I see you. It's like,
At least
hey,
I know you're wearing clean clothes. I don't need to let the bathtub out. I need to figure out where that damn bathtub is.
there's a little Easter egg
What
bathtub.
is this place?
Talking about when bathing was such
Is
an
the
issue
rule
at
of
Hogwarts.
requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a
Revelio.
student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
It's out by the rampart walls by the
There's
Quidditch
no
pitch.
chance I'm clambering over this mess.
It's not even at the school anymore.
Told me
This
it was a
presents
problem.
perfect opportunity to
So they
teach
lay
you
it out on the
Eleanor's
quiz players that
spell,
don't want to
the
shower.
vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish.
I haven't
certain
investigated that
objects,
much,
such
so I
as
can
these
believe
You
it.
don't usually go
other
down the
things here
rampart
in the
walls.
room.
Yeah.
I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
I might have from highlighting the right stuff, isn't it?
Excellent work.
I'll
You'll
be
note
honest,
that
we
you are
will
now in
be
possession
gutting the
of
room more or
Moonstone.
less
We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
because it gives you extra supplies to do other stuff
Where in Merlin's name is that
once
elf?
we get that far.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down?
that-
Some of us are trying to rest.
Goodness. My old
Yeah, still the
school
fact idea, her old school
bag.
bag's in
Wondered
here.
Where that had got to.
But if she was using it for practicing, I
believe
can
it's still
understand
I'll just
it getting
take a quick look
misplaced.
at
My
this.
question
Give
is,
you an
what did she
opportunity to
leave in
explore
it?
on your own until we look.
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
That is my curiosity.
What are you trying to do?
See if I can knock that off.
Also,
I was trying to use the pulse, so.
oh, a new house scarf.
I'm not bitching. Holy shit.
Hopefully that's in a reachable spot.
I think it is this time.
I know it wasn't the last time.
Hope this
No.
isn't as
The other one.
precarious as it looks.
The one way over there.
Yeah.
That one got into the middle of a mess.
No, not.
Kind of feel sorry for this armor.
You worthless pile of tin.
Revelio.
There is so many little random things in here. The defendant in the room thought I needed a bath. The fact I also gave you a toilet.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
No. You can't target the snatch.
Perhaps you should summon your wits. And
That time
find
I would have had it.
Revelio.
I can say that with confidence. I would have had it that time. It's an odd thing to say, but I was wondering if there was some weird Easter egg for the snitch. Well, it's an improvement on the road, but... I will be switching back for the appearance, but...
Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us again.
Oh, bitch.
That makes a little bit more sense of what we were doing.
Well, I wasn't getting the right aim before.
We were also trying from the other side before.
True. I can't wear those glasses yet. Of course I can.
under the candles. You do that so much in this game.
Seems like it.
Gonna hit you with a freaking hourglass.
Better than stuff something hit you with later.
That's more of, ooh, is there anything other than the knapsack in this
Oh,
bag?
there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
That's the thing. He's more excited. It's like, what are we gonna
Deke is
find?
honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year.
Maybe a part of the reason we're gonna wipe out all the portraits is I only want one of each portrait. Oh.
We believe that you might be able to benefit
There's so many
from this
repeats
room
at the start.
like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can
And
catch
for
up on my
people
schoolwork
who
without
you
distraction.
can't find the
Well then,
tiara,
the room can
this is
provide you
before
with precisely
Tom Riddle would
that.
have put it back.
Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
They honestly were very clever with the way they did this. Because the room was actually concealed within all that.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should
Actually, we
always
will be
understand
redoing the desk for
effects
one
of anything
reason.
in which one is clothed.
Sticking so far out, yeah. I do want to use this, because I have several things I couldn't check. Bothered me more, I have two of the same scarf. I will be fixing that. Just a pet peeve thing. 57 and 54, so. Okay, I like that trait. Decrease damage from trolls. I will go back to hiding scarf for now, though.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I'll be honest, I am going to start.
With the wipe out of everything.
That object is not currently in use.
There's another couple portraits behind it.
Well, it's just there's so much random, and you can gain up so many points from doing that.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes. The magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them.
I'll be honest, I've already anticipated the moonstone need
such as the
with us doing the decorating.
In fact,
I already have
you
the thing
should
that'll
have
help
enough
generate
resources for now.
moonstones inside the
See.
chamber.
Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed.
Because I know a lot of
Quite
off
perceptive.
time is going to be
Why
her
don't you give it a
redecorating.
try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Don't think I got the hopping pot yet. No. I will do it so we can see each design. Being the Slytherin, I want to do the Gothic.
Yeah.
We might change the color.
Actually, I like the black.
I was going to say the black or the natural.
The black, it just has that slight bit
Well,
of like
the black,
age
the
to it.
default is what it is. Okay. I'm putting it a little one-sided to try to do a trick with it. I am going to take advantage of... Yeah, I already picked up the 5. I couldn't remember if I did or not. That's going to be a problem. This is not where I want it in the long run, but I have to have something placed somewhere.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew
And it's since it's
potions
temporary.
or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any
Honestly, with the
seeds or
tutorial
potion
stuff,
ingredients you need in Hogsmeade
I
or
will
outside the castle grounds.
still take the effort to set one of each thing I can do. I'll just, for now, I'll prioritize extra detonating.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts
I'll
longer
be honest,
than
you
I
guys should
have,
get a lot of
and
backstory
seems
on
to know
Deke
its every
it
nook,
by the end of the
cranny,
game.
and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
All things, I am going to try to do what I can of some of the odd potions. If I have the ingredients. Honestly, I'm happy to see I can actually do the maximum.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time.
And that's
would be
more because I
fruitful.
want to reposition it. Because I want it farther back. So that's considered the black. I like where it's been placed. I don't know. It's between the black and the red.
I like the red just because it looks like a protective.
Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate.
It looks kind of like a
objects for
leather
short
falcon
time.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me
I
after
will
class.
be prepping out the refiners if I
Warms
can.
my heart to see your
Of course,
interest
they're
in
too big to sit
herbology,
there, aren't
dare
they?
I say.
I was hoping to put it either side of it. Hey, is that one smaller? No, it's the same floor plan.
There's a rotate.
I did. That is the rotated. I just figured why not. There's a little bit of this stuff I can do so far. This is the stuff that makes more moonstone. So it's something we want several of. Understandably. And I know she's going to make me do other stuff, so...
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Consider it a side quest now,
I'm ready
but...
for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need
What's
to
funny
gather
is
some
they were
moonstone.
stuck in here forever.
You can acquire it
basically.
by
You want me to
vanishing
dig.
items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why
And
don't
this
you
is
try
where
it
she'll
on
get
the
in
walls
trouble, and
and
honestly,
floor?
we'll do it off video. We'll just show what she does after.
So this is where we want to go to.
Yeah, we probably
Warms
should.
my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say.
Because I'm sure there's more you can do for this.
Technically, that was the end of the chapter. But I have demanding delivery
So a bunch of side quests.
and flight test I can do quick.
Oh.
That's down. Yeah, I unfortunately have somebody who contacted a lot of medical groups with the wrong bloody number. Believe me, I deal with it all the time. It is frustrating.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here. I'll run into the room shop. I honestly don't know which room I want for this character.
Ah, new face.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver
What
Arrow.
I hate is some of these he's
Wind Wisps, too.
listing
No matter
are
what
not
broom
in his
you choose,
inventory.
You'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches.
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals were overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take wind wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. Yew weavers are rare
I'm sorry,
because some
my
fear
issue with
flying,
ash is we've
likely
seen
to
too
do
many
with the
ash
yew
handles
wand's
shatter on
darker
forging fire.
reputation. Then you have the ember dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
What are we looking for today?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sell off the stuff I don't need
Nice doing business with you.
to get enough galleons up again, but... And I'll be honest, off stream, we're also going to be doing a lot of work with some of the other stuff. Because Ember Dash, Yule Weaver.
That item is of the highest quality.
Of all things, it's between
That item is
Moontremor
of the highest
and
quality.
Wind Wisp for me. Part of it is I want the lantern. And I kind of like the idea of saddlebags.
You'll be thrilled with that broom.
And yet you
I
can grab
promise
them all if you want to. I just don't see the point.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Every time I see this
You
dialogue, I
always write
just want to
about
go
you. I
enchantment
think you'll be quite
from
happy with the
Dragon
performance
Age.
of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter.
I know it's the
as you
juvenile
rise.
side of me.
I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match, seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Sounds as though you took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over
he's
the
not the biggest
naysayers
flyer
who
in the
think
world,
I'm maybe
but
too
he
young
loves
to
the
run this
technical
shop.
side.
With your help,
Which is
I
still
can
no small
continue
thing.
proving myself the most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
I will skip out of this quest for now. I'm not going to do the flight test today. And I have Garlic's mission going. I think I'm going to be glad I planted the mandrakes. I don't think I have any of those right now. So I'll make it easier for later.
help but admire Mr. Weekes' enthusiasm.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it positive.
We have everything a young student might need when it
Because
comes
if
to
I hadn't,
potions.
it'd be a...
Have a good look around.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd rather not deal with difficult people, but for a reward, I think I can manage.
Indeed. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Okay. I am gonna tag the follow the butterflies while I'm at it. Because that'll be easy enough to hit on the way.
I saw what you did! There's no tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not...
That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear!
I know I haven't done the serious run in here yet. I will later. I'm more worried about that when I get the ability to unlock most of the doors. Believe it, not as easy as it sounds.
Were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine. Willetsy. Charmed.
About right.
I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest.
The irony is I've already done a couple of
Possibly
these.
find out, could you?
You want me to follow
but
the
she doesn't know that.
butterflies?
I do, yes. If you wouldn't mind.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded to terrifying spider dens. Oh,
So you heard the
trust me,
truth.
You hear that at 11 years old. It sticks with you.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
So she heard the tales of Jackdaw, the ghost
Students
coming back
these
without a
days
head.
have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest.
Think I have a fast travel closer to that? Oh boy, do I. Now, I am going to show the dirtiest trick I've learned for this. This is how you follow the butterflies.
Huh? There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willetsy might get an answer about these butterflies.
I don't think it's a dirty little trick when you've had them walk right potion camps.
I'm looking at the fact that I'm keeping clear of that son of a bitch.
The good news is they were nice enough to show you where they are on them.
Yep.
I wouldn't have been.
Oh, I so wouldn't have been. especially on hard.
I want to make sure I can accidentally for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, look what we
That's
have
why
here.
everybody's glad we're not the game developers.
This is why I'm sorry if they ever watch my stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be part of the menace that makes it worse for a new difficulty.
Hmm?
Mending delivery, we'll take care of that. The fun part is you can actually fly across Hogwarts straight. You can't do it for Hogsmeade. But you can Hogwarts. Unfortunately, I did a lot of exploring the north end off record. I have not done anything for this end. Honestly, thanks to the spells I have now, I can do almost all the Merlin trials whenever I so desire. So, but this is where a lot of gameplay is going to end up going off stream. Oh, off record, excuse me. At one point I did stream regularly, it's just I'm going unreliable on times I'm able to.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
We'll just try and be a little more tactical with some of it.
That wolf took a little too long to realize you were skimming its head.
That's realistic though for animals. Like,
That's
the
a wait,
fuck?
what the?
The fuck?
You almost hurt me, but what?
That's right. The tilted house. And that is still bugging out.
Yep, it's still...
It's still the back view. It's disappointing that that's actually a glitch. I won't lie. I hate that room. For the vertigo factor. I will take the effort to get the field guides out here quick. As well as making sure the fast travel's hit.
Always late, that Pippin.
But the serious collection of stuff I'll do later. Honestly, to the point we're at, it's a wash, but I want the second spell bar, or the third spell bar. Make it easier for us to do the decorative.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
Madame Luong, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
She is a bitch.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
I'm with you, I'd rather
I'd
not.
rather not, but if you insist, so be it.
I do insist.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the gamepad, I'm realizing its colors are changing according to dialogue.
It seems
Which
to
is
have
a little
worked.
weird.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't speak for all of them, but certainly my Ashwinder customers
The
have
fact
their
she's
reasons.
supplying
If I were
Ashwinders.
you, I'd forget I heard that.
Could also make the argument of
Very well.
if they pay.
I shall let Mr. Pippin know I
Yeah.
delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
Business.
I should be going now. Thank you.
I am going to be a little petty, though, knowing this is my bad character. I just stole her potion book. Like I said, it's petty. I'm gonna help if I hit the right section. Because I'm wanting to hit both. I'm not trying to set it that way. Okay, I'm being a little twisted this time.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
But I'll finish the conversation with her about the...
Oh,
Boy, did that
please
take a
tell
minute to
me you have
load
an
in though.
answer
Wow.
for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
If you're gonna go the mean route.
I did, and I followed them into the forest, but I'm afraid there was nothing to see.
Oh, I see. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that you tried. It was very brave of you, really. Well,
You basically
thank
usually
you.
get just
You
decoratives
take
from
care,
those.
my friend.
So, in a sense, you aren't getting anything valuable. In fact, that gave me a flower box to put into the room of requirements. All I can say is my quest inventory is going to be overloaded with trash. I want to see if the one guy's here. Please let him be for once. Yeah, I can finally give him the first donation.
You have my thanks. If things keep going
That's
as
the
they
nicest
are,
thing we're gonna be doing in this.
Only nice thing, but because I want to see how much we can get. There's Grandma.
What's up? Okay.
Okay, almost there.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
I delivered the potions to Fatima Luang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
I do truly appreciate your help. And at least it's done with.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
You should keep it. She doesn't deserve to have it.
I appreciate what you're saying, but you have much to learn about respecting the property of others. Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Like I said, that was definitely a darker option. But that was kind of deliberate, too. But that'll be all for now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.